Social Democratic Party of India today's press conference is regarding the situation in Bangalore after the incessant rains. We would like to proclaim and tell that the BJP government in Karnataka has miserably failed in all aspects of governance, including the recent rain management. It is better to dissolve the assembly and go before the people to ask for a mandate, because at present the BJP government is busy making money through corruption, which was recently revealed by the contractors who committed suicide. The contractors and the concerned ministers were demanding 40 to 50% commission. So this is the state of corruption in our state. This government is working day and night only to make money out of the people who are striving here day and night hard to shine this Bangalore city, to make this Bangalore city as a real developing city. Bangalore being the fastest growing cities in the world, and different trades and different schemes have been developed here. The IT industry, which is going very fast, has brought fame and name to the state and to the nation. This incessant rain has caused a lot of damage, but the government is silent, not taking any concern, not reacting to the help and the request of the concerned IT industries. The IT industry had requested the Chief Minister that if the infrastructure is not developed, they are going to leave this city and they are going to migrate to other states. It is a shame that when the industry, which is generating 250 crores of rupees as taxes to develop this nation, is now forced to leave the city. One day's work, which was stopped because of the rain, has caused 250 crores of loss. You can imagine. The city's development is overall, not only IT industry, the people, the human resource who are working day and night to fulfill their necessities and to develop this city. In turn, the government receives the revenue from the industries as well as the common man. Considering this, the infrastructure of the city is supposed to be a very high super class facility, whereas the stretch of road from the Silk Board to the IT industry is flooded with waters. There were a lot of schemes regarding the Rajakaluve and the stormwater drain. Previous governments and the BJP governments have not carried any kind of clearance of the Rajakaluve, yielding to pressure from the so-called mafia, and encroaching the land belonging to the Rajakaluve has caused all these problems, flooding the cities. There are a number of lakes which have been encroached. Repeated requests from the citizens and repeated orders from the High Court have caused deaf ears to the bureaucracy and for the departments. There are hundreds of engineers and tens of IAS officers. What was their duty? The rains, which are natural of course, but then it was predicted that there is going to be heavy rains, incessant rains. It was the duty of the government and the departments to set right everything, to clear all the Rajakaluves so that the water gets released properly and doesn't get flooded. What we see today are houses are submerged, vehicles are floating, people instead of traveling by two-wheeler or four-wheeler are forced to go by boats. This is the condition. You can imagine what is the condition in the backward areas. For example, Shivaji Nagar. Shivaji Nagar is supposed to be the oldest area. Once upon a time, Shivaji Nagar was the area, a business area, where every kind of trades for essential commodities to everything was done through Shivaji Nagar. You can go around Shivaji Nagar and see what is the condition of Shivaji Nagar now. The stormwater drain is flooded, all the shops are flooded, crores of rupees have been lost, people are out, they are going to poverty day by day. This is the condition of our city. In the name of smart city, crores of rupees were sanctioned to develop the city. What we see is only a couple of streets which have been white topped in the name of development, smart city, whereas the other bylanes and the drains were filled with filth, causing to blockade and flooding of the drains. Hence, Social Democratic Party of India demands that this present government is not capable to run the governance. So if at all you have any shame, any courage or anything to tell about the ruling, better you resign and leave it to the people of the city. They will decide who are the better ones to build the infrastructure and give them a good life. We have 7 demands from Social Democratic Party of India. The first one is, there was a project for the Peripheral Ring Road amounting to 6,000 crore rupees, which was supposed to be executed, and a Peripheral Ring Road was to be constructed to ease the traffic. What we see now, instead of the development of the project or the work, there is a development in the amount of the project. From 6,000 crores, it has gone up to 22,000 crores. You can imagine what happened to this money. Was it utilized on the development? It was utilized, it was developed, it was enhanced to 22,000 crores for them to take their 50% of the commission. And there were thousands of crores of rupees released for the Rajakaluve, clearance of the stormwater drains. What happened to that? Thousands of them. What happened to the development? If at all honestly the system had worked and cleared all the Rajakaluve, they wouldn't have been flooded. Our third demand is, the government should release a white paper regarding Rajakaluve. What happened? Whether it is your government or the previous governments. What happened to it? What was the amount of the project? When was it executed? Whether it was executed or not. We need a clear, the people are asking for a clear white paper regarding the Rajakaluve project. The fourth thing, being a city, of course it is congested because of heavy traffic, but still people were commuting. Now it has come to such a situation that the travel time has increased to 70%. If the travel time is increased to 70%, how can you expect production? How can you expect the revenue to increase? The fifth one, there was a committee headed by A.T. Ramaswamy regarding the Rajakaluve encroachments. The encroachments were different kind of people. Of course, there were politicians and the real estate lobby also. So, was the committee's report presented? What action has been taken according to the committee report? The sixth demand is regarding the Bangalore Express Highway. It was a 2-way road developed into 4-way, and then future it was decided to make a 6-way road. Crores of rupees were sanctioned for this project, and it was promised that the travel time will be decreased from 3 hours to 2 hours, or 1 hour 60 minutes, or 1 hour 40 minutes. What has happened to that? Was it executed properly? We demand a CBI inquiry, because what we see today after the incessant rains, not incessant rains, it's an ordinary rain, but the tank bund which was constructed in Ramanagaram, which breached. The reason for breaching the tank bund is poor construction. Poor construction means corruption. Whatever the project amount was declared, if at all honestly that amount was spent, that tank bund would have been strong and it wouldn't have been breached. So it's an utter total failure of the whichever government it is. And the result, instead of a speed highway, express highway for 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers, it has become a river where people are floating, cars are floating, and people are traveling by boats. So we demand a CBI inquiry regarding the express highway project. The seventh thing is, according to the NHAI, highway authorities, a 19-kilometer road which was sanctioned and developed during the inauguration, and after the completion of little bit of work, MP of Mysore, Pratap Simha, had taken a selfie and claimed that it was the work of the BJP, it was the BJP government who brought in this highway. Now we ask Pratap Simha, where are you now? You took a selfie when the road were not completed. The condition of the road was so bad, unplanned, no proper construction, which has been flooded now, and the people of Ramnagar are suffering. The whole city is submerged. Hundreds and thousands of houses have been destroyed. Lakhs of people are homeless today. There is no proper shelter, no drinking water for them, no any amenities. Where is the government? The government, which is always ready to help any victim belonging to some community, immediately landing to his house and offering him lakhs of rupees. What is this for? Isn't this communal polarizing? The people who brought to you, either the present government or whichever party has won from that seat, they are not to be seen in Ramnagaram. Except our Social Democratic Party of India's hundreds of cadres are working day and night, risking their lives, clearing the slush, providing food, providing water, providing milk for the children, providing biscuits. You claim to be people for government for everybody, but you are selective. You are providing all these facilities only for one particular community. You are not a chief minister or the government for one community. You are the chief minister and the governance for the whole of Karnataka. It is your responsibility. So you have utterly failed. You have to answer all the 7 questions. And finally, if you have any little bit of guilt, you have to resign and come let the people decide as to who is supposed to rule the state. Thank you.